Kristen here with a little bit of insight for you today. If you are an overgiver in your relationship, it's because you are seeking validation from your partner in some form. Now, by overgiving and overgiving, what we're really doing is earning our worth. We're basically not feeling worthy ourselves. There's some part in our relationship where we don't feel like we're enough. It could be an aspect of ourselves that we don't feel like enough, and we go to prove our worthiness and our enoughness within the relationship. And what we do is have an expectation that our partner is actually going to acknowledge that. They're going to validate us in some form. Now, this is a really false economy, because what you're doing is you're giving and giving to something outside of yourself to satisfy or validate something within yourself that you don't validate yourself. So it's like putting an investment of $50 into an account every day, but not getting any interest on that money. And in actual fact, that money just disappearing into thin air. And this is how we become really resentful, is that we're giving and overgiving, and we're not getting any feedback, the feedback that we specifically want, which is validation and acknowledgement on some level from our partner. And we become extremely resentful when we don't get a return on our investment. So if this is you, if you can identify that you're overgiving, then what I would recommend is that everything that you invest into, your time, your money, your energy, your emotional energy, is going into something. And if you're giving to something outside of yourself and expecting a return on your investment, you're always going to come up short. But instead, if you were to invest that time, that money, that energy, the emotional energy into yourself, into discovering exactly what's happening for you underneath the waterline that's driving your necessity to overgive, and to identify the areas of yourself that are requiring the validation, and investing into that, what you're going to end up doing is essentially building up that relationship with yourself to the point that you won't need to be seeking validation within your relationship. And then what that means is that you can just essentially coexist in a very healthy way with your partner and nourish the relationship, rather than having all of these expectations on somebody else to satisfy you with something within yourself. Now, if you can identify with anything that I've shared with you now, but you can see the pattern of overgiving, but you don't know what's driving it and you don't know how to make it stop, reach out to me, organise an appointment, and we'll get that sorted for you. We'll very quickly be able to identify what the drivers are, what's your need that's driving your overgiving, so that you can stop doing it, so you can start putting back into yourself, start nourishing yourself, and start investing into something that's going to be worthwhile. When you invest into yourself, I guarantee you your investment compounds, and you only ever become richer, healthier, happier, more fulfilled, more inspired by life, and just more peaceful and happy overall. I look forward to connecting with you another time. Bye for now.